happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet again another Porsche review with your boy Thick Whips. Today we are going to be reviewing the 911 GT3 RS in Lava Orange. It's going to be amazing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Also, you guys, make sure you check out the link in the description for the Into the AM t-shirts. Huge shout out to those guys for sponsoring today's video. I have a few different shirts by them and I wear them all the time. This is one of the more clean cut ones. It just has a little logo on the side, but more importantly, they fit and they feel really good. It's not easy to find t-shirts that are affordable, that fit well and look good. And Into the AM does a great job at that. So with the link in the description, you can get 10% off, and then you can also get a bundle, which will get you an additional 10% off. Make sure you guys check them out. What is happening, guys? We are back at Mulinaro Motorcars today. We are actually driving a GT3 RS. So a step up from the previous two GT3s that we drove and the GT4. And it is in the lava orange color, which is actually stunning. Pretty cool spec, might have a tune on it. I haven't driven the RS version yet, so this should be really fun. It is a PDK. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, so here we are with the 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. This one has about 500 horsepower, 4.0 liter, naturally aspirated flat 6, and she is gorgeous in the lava orange. Love the accents on this thing. Beautiful interior, lots of Alcantara. Love the black and the orange. Of course, the orange roll cage. Absolutely stunning. Love how the RSs just have this massive wing. Just straight up race car version. But they look so good. They're so wide. So this one is tuned, running full E85, and I believe it has an exhaust and possibly downpipe. I think that's what this one's at. Either way, it's got to be well into the 600s. 600 horsepower. So factory though, these are about 500 horsepower, still super fast. We so far have driven that GT3, this GT3, and this GT4. So this will be the first time we are stepping into RS territory, and yeah, I'm excited. This color really grew on me. I wasn't sure that I'd like the orange, but it is it's a beautiful, deep orange. So yeah, this thing's it just basically looks like a full-on race car. So you got the harness in there, and then obviously the standard seat belts. Lots of carbon, really good looking interior all around. Carbon, Alcantara, orange stitching all through. The yellow, so the accents on this one I noticed are yellow. So it's got the base color, which is gonna be your orange, and then the yellow accents, which looks really good on this car. Wow, yellow and orange. I am feeling it. All right, let's hop in. Let's get this review underway. I'm stoked. So this is a different version for sure because it is extremely loud. Being that it is tuned, exhaust, might have a downpipe, I don't know, and it's running, I believe, full E85. Okay, so that sounds amazing. Wow, sounds really good. It feels a lot like the last GT3 that I drove, but just more badass. It's just such a race car, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Do you hear how fast it shifts? Oh my God. I don't know if that's part of the tune or if that's just the way that the RS is, but that is silly how fast that shifts. Holy crap. It definitely has more than 500 horsepower. No question. Brakes are great, man. Wow. That's one thing in the Supra. The Supra needs better brakes. The brakes are not good in that car. Looking out the rear view mirror, all I see is a big wing, and I'm not mad about it. Wow. This car is just an experience. You don't even need to drive this car fast, and it just feels amazing. When you ring it out though, and you're shifting, that is just addiction. If you like driving sports cars that are finely dialed in, finely tuned, and finely built, the GT3RS is just, it's on another level. I had some people in the last video trying to compare BMWs to Porsches. You just can't. It's not like jarring though. Like, it's very, very smooth power. It's not unpredictable power. That's something that I've learned about driving these Porsches, is that the power is very linear. It's very predictable, but in the best way possible. Unbelievable. Just like the previous versions, the handling is stupid good, really tight. I mean, it's a race car. It's a race car. I love how you can like hear the cage in the back. Things are moving around. There's so much to experience in this car. That sound, man. I don't know if it gets better than that. When you've got that engine right there and it rips like that, I just don't think that there's a better sound that you can hear in a cockpit. It sounds amazing. It's on rails. It's unbelievable. Woo! I'm not even ringing it out the whole way. I think I got to like 7,500. It's stupid how crazy this car is. That sound is amazing. It sounds so good. It's fast, but it's not like too fast. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fast enough to make you shit yourself, but it's fast enough to scare you a little bit. From what I've experienced with these past few drives and reviews is that The way that Porsche does horsepower is just different. It feels so good. Like controllable and expected, but fast, linear, and impressive every single time that I drive the car. Every single one of these cars impresses me in their own way. Man, when you get up there with those shifts, 7,000, 8,000, it just sets you back. It's like such a hard clamp. But this is why I love the PDK. Like, I could just drive this car every day, all day. It's so smooth. Stop and go traffic, no problem. This car can handle it. Fast, no problem. This car can handle it. So listen to how good that sounds. So it performs amazingly well, sounds really good, looks incredible. Between the GT2 and the GT3RS, like, these are the two cars that I think look the best out of all the Porsches. You guys have to feel a Porsche though. I mean, this thing is on rails. It's amazing how good it handles. There's zero body roll at all. It's so wide and so low to the ground. The braking is also very impressive in this car. The thing brakes so well. Coming from the Supra and hopping over to this with the braking, it's an entirely different car. Just hearing the car just rumble, it's just it's such an intimidating noise, the way that this car just sounds. Oh man. Like, these are low shifts and it sounds so good, just like cruising. Oh, this car. The more that you drive BMW M cars and you build up these BMWs, you sort of become obsessed with the car handling and performing a certain way. You try to make it perform and handle and feel a certain way. Every time I get into a Porsche, it already feels that way. The feeling that I try to make my BMWs feel like is what Porsche delivers on when the car is stock. So yeah, you pay a premium, but it's worth it, especially if you factor in all of the money that you spend on modifications on BMWs to try to make them feel a certain way. And I feel like if I bought a Porsche and I were to like modify it, this is exactly how I would do it. Very, very simple, basic stuff. Just a couple of things, like maybe an exhaust, maybe a tune, that's it. Like, I love building up these, you know, these BMWs and the Supra. I love it. And there will always be a place for that in my garage. But I will for sure also own a Porsche. I don't know which one I'm getting yet, but I will for sure also own a Porsche. There's also something to be said about having the Supra and the BMWs. They're just fun to tinker with. And you get that satisfaction of installing parts and seeing the difference and kind of building it up to this thing, where I feel like the Porsches are just an entirely different style of content. You just drive them and enjoy them, take them to the mountains, stuff of that nature. It's so smooth. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. It's just driving these cars is just such a great experience. Like, every time I get so excited to drive each model. No matter what it is, I just know it's going to be good every single time. Yeah, so this is the feeling, guys. This is what it looks like when you're just absolutely loving life. This is the view. I really like the wheels in these cars. They're very stripped down. Like, you can see there's no electronics. It's just car. and I really like that. If you want like a little tech, you've got some over here, but just drive. Just enjoy the car and drive. Pretty cool carbon paddles on this thing. This thing's modified. It's got some stuff done to it. You know, I love the straps on the doors. And I will say I'm getting used to the carbon buckets. It's a little bit easier to get in and out. The orange is stunning. I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful orange, and it really grows on you over time. What an absolute monster of a Porsche. So this is the highest one up on the food chain that we've driven so far. It's amazing. I totally understand why people spend fortunes on these cars. They're just incredible. The way they make you feel, the way they drive straight from the factory, it's such an experience. Huge shout out to the guys over at Mulinaro Motorcars. If you guys are interested in buying this car or plenty of other supercars or even Mercedes, BMW, Audis, something of that nature, make sure you check out their website, check out their inventory. They have a lot to offer, really, really nice cars. I gotta thank those guys for allowing me to take these cars out and do reviews. They are trusting me with these very expensive cars to take them out and give my insight on them and drive them, and I am so grateful for that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. This car is an absolute joy to drive. I really want one. I don't know when I'm gonna get one, but I really want one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.